I forget if it's a something.
Middle again.
You could
Yeah.
be in the middle.
I'll go in the middle, and then when you guys start talking, I'll just like switch with your
Okay.
buddy over here.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right.
And I really don't know what you guys are talking about.
So
Yeah, you probably not.
I'm checking that the mic is on.
You don't want to.
the mic is on. You guys ready to rock and roll?
We're good. Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, I gotta remember how to share my screen. And we're gonna do this one. All right. Okay, we're gonna jump right into it. So welcome to the Real Estate Unlocked podcast. I'm Jefferson Clemens.
Lance Monson, Barrett Financial.
And Coy with Free Flow Plumbing and Drains.
He's our visitor. He's our first visitor the second time. This is episode 6, 7.
Yeah, right. Literally. But volume on this, right?
Yes, exactly.
We're gonna get it.
Volume 1. So episode 7 or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, we're excited. Volume is on. I can see it clicking at me right here.
We didn't have that last time.
No,
I didn't see that green moving up and down. That's
it was
odd.
completely muted. So
Nobody looked.
oh, I love it. So we're gonna jump right into it, get right into it, and we're gonna start with the home tip of the month. So if you saw this a little bit last month, this time it has the sound. So we'll go ahead and let Coy take it from here for the main home tip.
Yeah, so yeah, you remember this. Yeah. So the first home main tip I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you got smells coming up through your drains, that's just a very good sign indicator that you're gonna get ready for a stoppage. So once you smell those smells, give us a call. Free Flow Plumbing and Drains will show up to your house on the spot. Jefferson knows I do his properties all the time.
He does.
Yeah, and I'll be there. I'll be joining the spot. So what we do is we'll come in, we'll diagnose your drains, why they're smelling. Is there accumulation buildup? Is there a stoppage? Do you have broken pipes? Is there something going on a little bit further that you don't know about because your sewer lines are down the ground, out of sight, out of mind? My tools that we have put that site to the mind, and I can find out exactly what your problems are. The way we work is no service fees. Monday through Friday rates apply after hours, weekends, and on the holidays. So we never double, we never triple rate. So that's the tip of the week. If you smell smells, think of Free Flow Plumbing and Drains.
I love it. And I love the way that you phrase this here. Treat your drains like a filter, not a garbage can.
Correct.
I have seen too many people throw everything down the drains. And it drives me crazy. I can't imagine what it makes you do.
Oh, I cringe. It
probably wakes you up at night.
Oh, no, the smell wakes me up. The smell wakes me up. I drink about 2 cups of coffee, but then when I get to my first plumbing job for a stoppage, that's when I really wake up. It's like the smelling salts have kicked in, but it's not salts, it's the poop.
Awesome.
But yeah, no.
I love it. Okay, well, we want to give you a second just to introduce yourself a little bit more. I mean, you just went over a few of the things.
Correct.
These are some cool photos here. And
yeah. So with Free Flow Plumbing and Drains, what we did in Southern Utah is we made the deal so good that St. George can't say no to. And with that addiction that customers and clients, just like Jefferson, are having, is seeing what they're getting and what they pay Free Flow Plumbing and Drains. They get the confidence, we get the job done correctly, but most of all, we send out photos to our clients, just like Jefferson with Escape Properties. That you're seeing right here, these are photos I've actually sent to my homeowners. Also with Cole West Properties, we did a huge sewer dig for them. They wanted a step-by-step process, and that's fine. It's their building. They want to know what's going on. So we send out photos, we send out videos, basically just, document the adventure, what we do to help you with your plumbing. And just so you guys know, we just don't do drains. We do gas, we do water, we do tankless. Anything. Like, honestly, if water is coming to it and through it and down it, we take care of it.
I love it.
Yes.
I think one of the things that you mentioned here, my favorite thing about Free Flow is the videos. I think it's so cool that you send them. And I don't know if you've ever had, you've had a vendor do the work for you, and then you're like, did I pay for it? Did you actually do it? You know exactly what you did.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite part. But don't. I remember I watched one during lunch, and that was
don't do it. It's a game changer. Yeah.
Problem, and that was not a good time to watch that.
Yeah.
Was
your bean and cheese burrito is not getting eaten. I swear. You watch a video during lunchtime.
Not a good.
Definitely not a good move.
But they do great work. So.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, we'll jump right into it. So you're going to notice a couple of things here. So we're going to start, of course, with our Washington County and Iron County rents. This is the rental market. This is, I pride with this. I studied this for quite a while before these numbers get put in. And what this is based on 3-bedroom units in St. George and then in Cedar City as well. And so what you'll see there, the first number, Washington County, it went from 1993 as an average rent. This is active rentals right now, up to $2,018 a month. Okay, so kind of interesting. It did jump up, and it's not, I'm going to say not too scary. It did jump up in March as well. And so we went from 1956 to 1993. Now we're back at 2018, which the last time we were over 2000 was back in December of 25. So we're still not, even in December, it was 2077. So we're not jumping up that far. Now, actually being in the rental market all the time, a lot of the homes that I'm seeing that are rented don't actually rent at $2,000. 2,000 is kind of a threshold. People don't want to be above that. And so if you're renting over that, there could be a chance that you have an opportunity to, when your lease is over, you might be able to get that rent down or buy a house. Amen. So Cedar City, this is crazy. Literally went down 86 cents to 16.21. Yeah, it's right on the money right there. So pretty interesting. And then here is for the buying side, Washington and Iron County. These are the active, new, and sold listings, and it's always fun to see how those correlate. You guys, if you've been watching, you know how that goes. Couple numbers here. Active listings for St. George in the month of April were 2,467, which was a very minor increase from 2,405, and the sold. New listings was 839 was what was listed this last month. And then sold was 435, which was less than 488 in March. In Iron County, we jumped up from 820 active listings up to 920 active listings. 362 of those were new in the month of April. And sold listings were 190, which is about, it looks like 12 or 18, somewhere in there. More listings sold in the month of April than in the month of March. This is the main one that I find when I'm having my conversations that people like is the average sell price. Average sell price dropped from, if you remember from episode 5, I'm throwing myself off, but from episode 5, we went from 505, and then episode 6, we jumped up to 530. Yeah. And we've jumped back down to 510 for average listings right now. So that's the average sell price for Washington County. The average sell price went from 443.5 to 464.5, and then it also jumped down to 442.5. So kind of interesting to see how it jumps back and forth each year.
Yeah, statistical variance, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's fun. Let's see, average sell. That's what we went over. Perfect. Average days on market, you can see here, days on market, 82.1 went up to 86.5, so a little bit longer. Not our record yet for the year, but it did go back up a little bit. Absorption rate went to from 5.45 to 5.51, so that matches the days on market. And your sold to list ratio had a big old increase by 1.1% up, and so nothing too crazy there. But still important to be taking a look at that. So Iron County actually did the opposite. It went down on days on market, but the absorption rate still went up. And I think that's because there was such a higher demand.
A lot more listings coming on.
Exactly, yeah. New listings and stuff. Their sold to list ratio is the exact same though, which is interesting. You don't see the match exactly like that, but just how the cookie crumbled on this one. So cool. All right, you want to take us away on the tax refund stuff?
Well, I read it last month, so I'll just talk through it again.
So they get to hear you this time.
Yeah, exactly. Are you still on? Yeah, Mike's
all right,
still on.
Yeah, you're safe.
Promise.
Yeah. So yeah, use your tax refund in a wise way. I guess pay down some debt.
It might be too late.
Yeah.
I know now. Hopefully, we caught you in time. You still have it in the savings, right?
But me like.
Yeah. I love it.
You can pay off a car loan or a credit card or some high interest rate debt. Something that'll help you get in a better position to eventually be an owner.
Yeah. I love the questions too.
Appreciate for you.
Because again, we're not financial advisors. We're not trying to pretend to be financial advisors at all. But especially when you're like considering buying a home in the next 12 months, 18 months, or 6 months, whatever it is, like those are good questions to say, hey, what should I use this money towards when it comes to, with my credit? Should I pay this off or that off? Or is that really important? And I think that's a good place to start because
just call. Yeah. And talk to every situation is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
So I always tell people, just call me, and that's what we do. We, help you make smart decisions best we can. And,
I love it.
Sometimes it's just leave it in savings for now because we got some other things coming up. And sometimes it's pay this off and catch this up, that kind of thing. So
I love it.
it's all good.
Very good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is interesting.
Rates didn't change a whole lot in the last year. We're kind of back to that median rate. 6.3 is kind of where we're landing on that 30-year, 52-week average, and then the monthly average are about the same right now.
Yeah.
And then 5.6 on the 15, which we're doing a few of those type of loans. Most people are sticking with the 30s because they're trying to keep their payment down.
Yeah.
So,
easier to keep a lower payment on those ones. That's for sure.
especially when you're purchasing for the first time.
Cool. Remember that number that we talked about kind of towards the beginning, that sold to list ratio is helpful to understand what you might be able to use as wiggle room when you're working with sellers and figuring out where can you offer, or where should you offer if you want to have help with buying this rate down and stuff like that. Because that's one of the questions that we get the most is, we want to buy the rate down. How do we do that? Well,
Yeah, and you saw that
the easiest way to do it.
the sold list, it was slightly higher than list, which is interesting, which means a lot of buyers are asking for closing costs. They're probably bumping up that price a little bit.
Just to
I
get that.
don't
Yeah.
think there's a
Oh, I
ton.
bet.
There's probably some competitive, situations in the market. Not tons of that going on, but
Yeah.
there's definitely the, hey, let's tack on $5,000 and wrap in our closing costs type of conversations happening.
See that a lot in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even in the listing notes. Very good. I love it. Okay. You guys might remember this if you watched our silent film last month. But here, okay, I got to take a second because I'm super stoked. Quiet because I haven't released the video yet, but it's going to come out tomorrow. We're doing a themed open house this weekend, and it's going to be a superhero themed open house, and I'm stoked about it. And that just goes with our picture here. These guys look like superheroes. They look like some super somethings. I don't know, but anyways.
You gotta wear a costume to come to your open house.
Oh, I think
Yeah, I think it's mandatory.
I think it would. Yeah, it should totally be. I'm stoked about that. But anyways, okay. So let's go over DTI qualification versus the comfort levels. Do you want to start with DTI?
Yeah, so debt to income is what DTI stands for, and that's the ratio of your monthly payment divided by your gross monthly income. That's how we come up with that number. And there's a front DTI and a back DTI. The front is just your housing payment, principal, interest, tax, insurance. And then the back includes your car payment, your student loans, your credit cards, all that stuff. So we take your total DTI divided by your gross income. That gives us a percentage, a ratio. In different loan programs, a little bit different, but average 45% is what we're looking for on that.
Good.
Now the comfort side of the equation, some people want, or we'll say, okay, you can qualify for a $2,000 payment, but they're like, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
And some people will qualify and don't like it. Other people qualify for more than they wanted to even pay, So it kind of goes both ways. It's a different conversation of what you actually want to pay versus what you qualify for. So
Yeah.
both numbers are important.
100%. I think it's so important to think, they are literally two different animals, and you kind of have to find the sweet spot with both of them.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. And I think especially when we do real estate, it's like seeing people have that inner battle of like, okay, I can qualify for this house that's awesome, but like, will I be kicking myself in a few months if I buy this?
No one ever
Yeah.
talks for me.
Yeah.
Talk wrong and
Talk them into it.
And I mean, every case is different. I was talking to someone today, and we're trying to maximize that DTI to get them the most loan they can because they're super comfortable with it because there's some income on the side that we can't use to help qualify them because
Totally.
of some of
Such a
the
good point.
guidelines and things. So
That's huge.
every case is different. It has to be considered that way. So
That makes sense. Lance does a big, huge bulk of the loans that I do work with my clients, and he's good at helping us talk through that and figuring out those different comfort levels, but also figuring out the solutions to the more difficult loans, I'd say, which is really good. So I had a conversation with a lady this week, and in the conversation, they were like, oh, we're just going to do this instead because our debt to income ratio is too high. And the question that I asked him, I said, I didn't mean it this way, but I was like, is that a self-diagnostic? I didn't mean to use that phrase, but I thought it was so funny, and it actually works here because it's like
It is a
a
diagnosis.
lot of people, they're like, oh, I can't do that, and then when they actually finally sit down with a lender that I refer them to, they're like, oh, I can actually do this, and I feel comfortable with that, and like,
Yeah.
and so that's the best. I remember one of my quickest closes was a situation like that. They were like, we thought we had to do this because of, I don't even know where they got this idea from, but they ended up, we were under contract within 24 hours of them realizing that they could actually do it.
Pull it off. That's
Yeah,
cool.
they were so stoked about it. So
Yeah.
I think it's just super important to realize like there's so many moving parts there, and we're good at our job and at helping people figure those parts out. So it's
Yeah.
good. So
Definitely.
cool. Anything else with this? I think we're good to rock and roll. Oh yeah, here I forgot another slide.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we covered most of it. Oh,
Yeah.
add a cosigner if you.
Yes, that's a good one. Perfect. Cool. And if you guys have any questions that are watching, feel free to ask them. There's Free Flow's logo and their phone number down there below. But seriously, Koi's the guy. He is the best in the biz, and they're efficient and thorough, and I don't know what else to say.
I would just get it done, you know? Yeah,
Yeah.
show up, take care of it, handle it. And yeah, you know, it's in a polite way, get you done, but never see you again. Just give us a call next time you have another plumbing job.
I love it.
We're busy.
What's your Instagram handle? Do you
Oh,
remember?
geez. No, I don't remember it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't really
I'll pull it
Instagram
up.
myself all the time.
Here, I'll
We'll share it.
tag
Put it
Yeah,
in
we'll tag it.
there.
There you go.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what it is, but
Yeah.
anyways, they've got a sick Instagram. So that just
It's fun. You know what? I think it's cool. You know, me and my guys who love shooting videos, even my employees get involved.
That's so fun.
Oh, it's the best. Because Evan today, we're at Sun River Community Center, and they had a water main leak, right?
Uh-oh.
And so I wasn't expecting Evan to be making videos. Well, there he is, you know, doing his
That's
videos.
awesome.
Sends them over to me, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I got content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get a phone call right before I came over. The guy saw my Instagram video, and I actually went out to lunch with him
That's cool.
about a year ago.
Nice.
Yeah, and he has tree root problems. Plumber came in, gave him some like high bid of $15,000 to dig up the sewer line, and he goes, I just watched your video. And it was Evan digging in the rocks, and he goes, I didn't know you guys dug. Well, we do everything. We do the concrete
Yeah.
removal, the cutting, the
I love
asphalt,
it.
whatever.
I love
I'll
it.
make your yard look 95% to what it was before. You'll see some little bit of dirt here and there, but you know what? We actually put your landscaping back. Jefferson knows because I've done his dad's properties and also his too. Yeah, that's right. Your personal property. You even put it back too. Yeah, he's cool with it. You know? So Jefferson's good with it. You're good with it. You know, we're here to stay. So give us a call.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey, thanks for joining us. Lance, thank you.
Thank
And
you. Yeah.
I guess we'll catch you guys later. I don't see any questions here, so we're going to get going. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you on episode 8 next month. I think we're doing it the second Tuesday next month, if I remember right. We talked about that briefly. We'll confirm it. If there's any changes, we'll let you know. So anyways.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye. Hold on.
Looks like it's a touch. There you go.
I'll look for it.